Are you ready to learn how to become a relationship coach? Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Jenkins. I'm a professional psychologist and relationship coach. I've been doing this for 3 decades and I've coached a lot of other coaches on how to become more effective there. Coaching is a really exciting field to get into. These 5 tasks will help you to get a strong head start. Here's task number 1, and this is interactive, okay? This isn't one of those videos where you just watch it and think. I want you to get involved. So go to the URL on the screen right now, drpauljenkins.com/practitioner quiz. You got it? That's all one word. There's a link in the description as well. Here's why I'm asking you to do that. This quiz will give us a metric to see what kind of ground you've already covered and maybe what's next for you. So as we go through the different tasks here, you can monitor where you are in each of these 7 areas that are outlined by the quiz. Now you can pause the video long enough to pull up the quiz and go through it, see kind of where you stand. That'll give you a starting point. Or if you want to continue watching the video, just cue that up so that you can complete it as soon as we're done. Sound good? Now let's go to task number 2. If you want to be a relationship coach, learn all you can. This is your education task. And I might add here that your own experience with relationships is important and essential, but not sufficient because it's limited to your own experience. You want to learn as much as you can from reliable, valid sources. This includes reading good books, like Dr. John Gottman's book, The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work. That's a great example of a good source that you could use. Listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, like this one. Good choice. Oh, and by the way, take a moment to subscribe. We've got lots more support for you here on the channel. You want to be tuned into that. Attend workshops, trainings. Take responsibility for your own learning in this area and stretch it a bit. You don't have to be the expert when it comes to relationships. You do need to be an expert. So while you don't need to know everything, learn as much as you can. Take responsibility for your education. Let's move on to task number 3. Open your shop. Put out your sign, either literally or virtually, that you are open for business. Most coaches that I'm training or mentoring kind of struggle with this particular task because the story in our head is, well, I have to do this first or I have to do that first, and then when I've completed that, then I can open up. Let me ask you a really direct question. How will you know that you're ready? Because I'm guessing that if this is new for you, you're not going to feel ready. Why is this? Because it's unprecedented for you. See, our brain's job is to keep us safe and to prove us right. Both of those get in our way when we're launching a new coaching practice. Because the safety part, anything that your brain sees that is unprecedented or that looks hard or risky in any way, your brain is going to have a little alarm going off saying, oh, you're not safe doing that. And it doesn't mean you're not safe. It means you haven't done this before. So that's going to trigger certain feelings that have you avoiding the very thing that you intend to do. It's your brain's job to keep you safe. Now your brain kicks in with the second job to prove you right. And it starts coming up with data and evidence to show you that what you were thinking about not being safe is actually true. And so we can get caught in these perpetual cycles of someday, or I'll do it when, or upon completion of. Let's just accept that you probably will never actually feel ready because your brain's doing its job to try to keep you safe. So moving beyond that, I love the way Susan Jeffers put this in her book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And do you love that title? That title tells you almost everything that you need to know. One of my coaches put it this way too. She said, you have to take an educated guess. There's 2 components to that. We already talked about education. Remember, that was task number 2. When you've educated yourself, and you'll never be fully educated, there's always something else to learn. But as you educate yourself, you get enough data, you do the diligence, you read the books, you attend the seminars, you watch the videos, and then you make a guess. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's try. And so you give it a try. That's a bold step. And you can do it. You're going to learn as you go, because after you put it out there, you're going to learn things, you're going to observe that, and then you get to learn from what your experience is. There's 2 more tasks that I'll share with you, but before I get to those, would you just take a moment to subscribe? If this is resonating with you at all, I want you to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell too, so that you'll know when your next video is ready for you. I've got you. Task number 4. You'll hear me say this time and time again. If you watch the channel here, if you come into one of my coach training programs, I'm always saying this. Coaches need coaches. I've been doing this for 3 decades now, and I hire coaches to help me stay out of my mental head trash that gets in my way all the time, and you have it too, don't you? Just because you are a coach or you want to become a coach doesn't mean that you've got it all straight up here. We're human. Welcome to Earth. Get a coach. Hire a coach. Get a mentor. Get involved in ways that allow you to see how people are doing it who have already been down the path a little ways. And we're all still on the path. I hire coaches who are a little farther down the path than I am. They have a really great way of showing me how to move forward. You can do the same thing. Invest in your own development. It's the best thing that you can do for you, but that's the selfish part, because having a good coach or mentor in your back pocket allows you to become a more powerful coach and influencer for your clients and the people that you can uniquely serve. So it's not only good for you, I think it's a responsibility you have to your clients. And I've noticed when I hire well, when I hire my coaches really well, it's an investment that creates a return. Now let's go to task number 5. Associate, meaning get yourself involved in a community where you have peers, not only mentors and coaches, but other people who are on the journey with you, where you can share notes and you can collaborate. I sometimes think of this like when I'm on a road trip. And when you're on a road trip, you head out in the direction, you're not there yet, right? But you're going that away. And you'll notice as you're on your way, you encounter other people on that path who are also on their way. You don't have to do this alone. And when you pick that destination, if you want to be a relationship coach, get involved in a community of other people who are doing relationship coaching, who are on that path, they're going that away. And that will support you and create the kind of energy that will help you to move forward, especially when the going gets hard. You want to have other people along the path with you that can help out and that you can help as well. So did you get something from this? I hope you did. I'm going to call you back to the first task that I invited you to do, fill out the quiz. This will give you a really good idea of where you're starting or where you are along that path. And there's 7 different considerations that I'm going to have you think about as you take that quiz. Remember to click submit at the end, and then we can be in touch about what some of those next steps might be and how I might be able to help you with that. Thanks for watching.